Makasa about the CEO Parliament, Actually, me kasa me farmer no enka wasem since the approval of the nominees. But me the message krata, which has been in circulation on social media and in mainstream media. And my position on what happened is already out there, and obi any position that. But the Americans say, Mugabe, first of all, since I'm a chair, Sakrata, many radio station beyond can wasem. I have many radio station Wagana and frame for an interview on that subject, but I have declined all interviews.
Not to make any comment.
In fact, Okra arrangement, we can cancel arrangement,
That is it.
But at some point, I felt that at least Mugabe shows today I have to come and speak to this issue.
Fantastic.
And so I can tell you that this is the first interview I'm having on this issue, and it will be my last.
First and last.
Yeah. So will be some journey be who puts over frame to comment on this issue. Yeah. I am not commenting on this issue. You cannot push me to comment on this issue. Again, that's all. That's all. That's how I am. What do you say?
Fantastic.
The first thing I'm saying clear is Mugabe. Me Sammy Gyamfi. Since me ba NDC mo. Since NDC for dom me. Ma'am ya kwenya se me nsom as national communications officer. Or even at the time I'm just a communicator for this party.
Yeah.
I've been a student leader in NDC, team president. I've played different roles at different times.
Good.
Edidimwa no nyame adom. Party amama kwenya se me nsom at the national level. Eya kwenya. And since minya sa kwenya no Mugabe, minyan kasantia party penyi bia decision wa take it da.
Never.
And I mean kasantia party decision bia da.
Never.
There has not been any occasion that I, Sammy Gyamfi, has publicly criticized any leader,
no,
or the party, or even stated a position which is different from that of the party.
For that one day.
Because of even my training as a lawyer, no. When you even have a client who committed murder, find a way to defend the client. And Juma as communicators and a lawyer for the essay. As Seminole send the city, ours is to defend and project the image of the party positively. And that is what we have done. Say so individual member Nebinya Asamoah. Even when I was an ordinary communicator, we come in solidarity.
Good grammar and spelling are important. But if you want to write essays that inspire, message
and we defend the person. Say a party in a bit decision. We show discipline and stand by the party position. Mugabe is out here. So menya the type wa mekasa by heart. Menya the type wa mekasa out of emotions. Unti mean kaze the period ma play leadership role in NDC the akosu bia na yemede. And Mugabe unti maze. Unti mean kaze. And I work with parliamentarians a lot. You cannot be a communication officer without parliament.
Yeah.
You work with the ranking members and you work with leadership.
Yeah.
The press conferences we do, the information we put out, we use 60-70% we get it from the house. So I have had a very good relationship with them. And in that relationship, the ABA mema yebia nebe will be there, and the UBI yebia in that context, but I have never stepped out. Say, may criticize you be, and I may condemn you be there. And that is the first thing, the point I want to make. So say, and you must ask yourself why. I will not give an answer, but I leave discerning to give an answer. I just because sometimes already you be no more can. I say, oh, you just spoke out of him. Many of them were NPP for, so many of them were NDC for.
Exactly. I like that.
In NDC, I'm a lamp. That is how I have been. What did I say? And so I am not a type that you can say, I'm always dissenting or I'm being sentimental or ginger-headed. No. And before I speak, those who know me will tell you that I calculate everything. Now, Mugabe, the second thing, so they say, Sammy Gyamfi me party we mo many nipa ba kokra any problem. Ubie ni wo betimi aka kire me say me ne nkasa na me no problem me ni
bi sometimes we disagree and agree and
so be meet has wa fire me na my friend when you me na yakasa
after listening
no me for be wan say wo be da
you see the party
exactly
perfect
meet oh yes Mugabe, and it's not only you, that is how I am with anybody. What do you say? Oh yeah, my dear, na me person me can between you and I.
And will be no uncle was also tear seminar won't
exactly, and especially in paying for no me new obi anywhere because I know me can't find wa me ho. I don't nyame na dema. But meaning say unyame nti mpenyufo we ndisi mu. Dodo na apem asem. So I have a very good relationship with the senior member. What do you say? Honorable Haruna Edusi is like a senior brother to me.
I know.
Because Tamala mitimi ko ni fie ko didi.
Jumia Tech Week is back. Shop your favorite brands at the best prices. Laptops.
Ebukra me car me de ben nantia, he gives it to me. We have a very good relationship. I see him as a senior. You know, remember, and main disrespect you be a da. Right honorable speaker is somebody that I have a very good relationship with. A very good relationship with.
Papa.
Very good relationship. And Sammy has ever, when I see them I bow. You can ask chief. Say party the marketing but many shows will be my disrespect you be there.
Oh bro.
And so we were kind of MPP for Nebeka because many party. What you say? That's the first thing. Then the third thing, when I may build an introduction before I go into certain issues. The third thing, and I say, men kasentia all members of parliament. Mugabe, this is something I may say even yen no ye be so because yen kase bibiye ye yentino na ye can somewhere ye unfair to certain people.
That's a way babunu.
Oh, you better one.
Thank you.
In fact, some of those things, no crano, me tibia, I am
sanity.
To say they will criticize you, no be me criticize you, be opinion, be me truthful.
Absolutely.
And I've gotten a lot of people advising me after I spoke, people calling you and all that, some encouraging you, some telling you that oh, they all kind of maybe you should have said it this way, and I appreciate all that. I think Bubie told you say he had a conversation with me, and I'm not that type. What you say? But the point I'm making is say. I don't have any problem with anybody. I don't hate anybody. I respect everybody and I have a good relationship with anybody. And maybe that is part of what has helped me to do whatever I've been able to do with the help of others for the party. Now, me pese say ya wunti no na party for ya di ya wo kan asem a agudi pa bibre hu fi. We have 137 members of parliament. I understand that the day on the first report, about 125 were there. That's the information I have.
Okay.
Now, out of the 125, there were more than 100 of them who voted in accordance with the party decision.
Exactly.
And what the rank and file and the leadership and everybody, including ordinary Ghanaians, wanted. So those people we must salute and commend. We must.
For their loyalty.
We must. You can't say that because the decision is painful, you are going to bring everybody. People have been loyal and some of those people are very hurt. Some of them, if they will talk,
that's over 100,
may even sound more passionate than some of us.
I know.
It may say it is rank and file.
Everything in life is a negotiation. When you cross the street is a negotiation. Getting your coffee at Starbucks.
Against, obviously you are inciting party against MPs. But do you know that some of the MPs may even be more unhappy than the rank and file? Exactly. So let's not create an impression that it is them as a whole against some. No. I know some of them who, the majority of them, the evidence shows, stood by the party. And we need to commend them. Even some who departed from the party line, some of them I know did it not because they took money, but they did it because of certain issues.
Yeah.
That your position you who do my crime my yanka once more reduce.
Exactly.
Now, what is the issue? Now, Mugabe, what is the issue? The issue, you say, I won't go into details. Me can't be able to prove myself right or anything. When I was writing that thing, I knew that I knew beyond the benefit. I knew people were going to criticize me.
And none of them will be hurt.
Now, the entire, it is true that generally, say we a leader in an organization and somebody, you have to try and deal with those issues behind closed doors. And you see, you see, and Mugabe. Certain issues, in my opinion, because of the far-reaching consequences, issues in the war on the party, its fortunes, its future, its foundations. Sometimes it becomes important. In my humble view, I may be wrong, that somebody will sacrifice, because you see, sometimes nobody wants to step on toes, nobody wants to make his friend his enemy. So just here, but I do believe somebody for the collective good will have to sacrifice and do. People may not see the importance of it at a certain point, but later people may appreciate that.
Exactly.
And maybe even those who hate you for that may have a different opinion.
That's it.
I have been on the field. I have seen what ordinary people go through for this party. I have seen how people suffer for this party. I have seen those who have been victimized, young people who climbed electric poles to hoist flags, who were electrocuted and died. I have seen those who have engaged in, who have been involved in road accidents in their line of duty, their line of service for the party. I have seen people who have endured all manner of hardships, vilification because of the NDC. I've seen those who have been beaten and maimed, yet they are sacrificing for this party. So what's running there? We are not more NDC than anybody, and we have not worked than anybody.
I like that.
But you could see any of good point to be any aqua when you hear me. Ye cry, ye need to adhere, ye be beer, ye need a swing in a for. So we were at a certain crossroads. We are at the brinks. Now on the brinks, and me here be bibia. A day I won't can be beba. Na abwa.
Looking to find the best electronics in Ghana? But are you having trouble finding them? And it takes too much time and effort? Now you can find it all with a touch.
Amma the dayanimi. In fear na yakon to a dayanimi. Sebi. Sa reorganization process no. Yenya momentum bi kura dia start. Ebe boayen ama ye party no. Abambuo bi ama ema mawo ento amanfo adeje mu amanfo enkasa omunye party adwuma. It was that critical way at that critical point. The stakes were high and everybody knew. Now, when you meet me, meaning the party paying for your farm. To the Yanamati will be so party leader. Listen, you can blame party leadership. You can criticize party leadership. We are not above criticism. So in this campaign, I can't. The shiawa me no nyaka. What is here? What binds us together is difficult. Is stronger than what separates us. Exactly. We are one family. But Mugabe, this one was very, very critical. And so what as a party in Penyufo and Bibia on this one, you may not be correct because you may not know certain things. And I can tell you, without going into certain details, there was a party in Penyufo. John Dramani Mahama, General Mosquito, National Chairman of Swamp of AEBR on this issue. They did it. I won't go into any further details. Anything they had to do, they did. And me free say omoni empenyu for our parliament in Iran and tiase bi eden juma enye ohye obia tiase in the interest of the nation, because masa obia ni was a rejecting how akumsi NDC interest. It is in the interest of the nation. Oba offer to ko to no polling station ebe ku ono an nkofo on fa ho okogina platform so a okogina platform so a say obu obi aboni ye ni hu se wabo no one pampa man a tax for mu free some part of the country abu your secretary prepare no I never person me kan ye me be sheni power what you say. But a woman like that who cannot be on fish farming po, she's not fit to be minister. She's not even fit to be minister for fisheries. Introduce an NDC for them pen. Ghana for them pen.
Fish farming is reeling of fish in the water reservoir.
What you say? I'm trying to tell you that the expectations were not if you are partisans, so partisans say you are against the national interest. So is it Mamena with Nika say our MPs have taken leave of their senses? No, we did this for them, no, we did it on Mama them, no, we closing radio stations. Is it that woman? The corrupt dealer why you Ghana elbow kaka only GVG. I mean, so many of them we can cite those examples. So when the empenyufo ye nina ntiase bi ye adwuma no a ye mu bi ye but ye ntimi go into certain details no. Enye mani nyina akoye we yabusu so openly and brazenly sa no. Now what the impact it will have on the party, I felt that this is not a problem and opportunity for the first time. Na nyema bibiri so akoso behind the scenes. Ye ni nipa bibiri akasa behind the scenes. I felt that at some point somebody needed to be called out there. Oh. So it is to ensure that the right changes will happen and the right things will be done. Na NDC ayekese NDC afan into my pefra. It's not out of spite for anybody. It is not out of disrespect for anybody. But we must learn. The Ote party we know oye kukudu fo. Sir. Ye dina ye papa no Ote party ya. Unyame ato na afre no oye kukudu fo. So sometimes somebody can be your friend, but you need to look at the collective good and the collective interest. Great. And do certain things. So Mugabe, I appreciate all those who have sent me messages, all those who have called me, those who have said those who have said why we can always agree to disagree. What I've said was well thought out. I still stand by that, and I still believe if the right changes are done, ebeboa the party. In Penyufo party anymore. Bibrene akasa. Young Kosun see and Tumagu Fiwa Bontem Altanfunya. Young Kosun cancer be. What is there? Exactly. Young Koso Nyebibia. So I can see some people writing to defend some agent. When you see people attack me, let them attack me. I'm not worried. One bit. Let's leave things like that. Okay. When you speak based on your conscience and based on the love you have for an association you are part of, not everybody will agree with you. People will disagree with you and call you names and describe you in all manner of terms. But let's be focused. We have a party to reorganize. We have an election ahead of us. You better say 4 years we're quite very short. And that election, no matter what, we must win. And so it is important for all of us to put everything aside now.